to GP Dr Renee Honderkamp and the broadcaster and author Emma Woolf, taking us through the papers. Emma, let's crack on with the Times, should we?
Yeah.
Using mobiles at the wheel, convictions have doubled.
Yeah, they have, and I think this is a good thing. I think that when you are out and about, you see a lot, if you're a cyclist like me, you see a lot of drivers still using their mobile phones at the wheel. I see
Four
it all
times
the
more
time.
likely to crash.
You are, and I see it all the time. I see it every day, and it's extremely frightening. Anyway, last year, over 13,000 drivers were convicted in court. This is when they choose to go to court rather than paying a penalty at the roadside.
Yeah.
So there are all sorts of ways you can kind of get around it, as compared to sort of about 7,000 the year before. So this is a good thing. Ministers have tightened the law. Well, you now can't do photos, videos, you can't be scrolling along, you can't be looking through audio lists, you can't be playing games, which people shouldn't be doing anyway.
Stop.
Really, really scary. I mean, I think this is a start. This is a good thing. The police have cracked down, and they are apparently doing more just out and about on the roads. I actually think that we need to get rid of screens. I don't think we should have phones and screens. Even your kind of audio maps, that kind of stuff in cars. I think that any screen that you are glancing at while you're meant to be driving is a distraction. I know what you'll say, oh, but what about maps? People need them for maps. They don't. In the old days, people drove their cars. If you need to stop and get out your... I don't think we should have, even if it's a navigation device, because every time you take your eye off the wheel, off the road, you are endangering other...
Well, I think built-in screens are fine.
They're not fine.
No, they are.
My map actually comes up where the speedometer is in the middle there. So
that's handy.
There.
Why is that safe? Why do you think that is safe, that you are glancing at a screen, at a map? I don't care where it is.
No.
Why is that
that's
safe?
no different to looking at the speedo.
I
See how
agree.
fast you're going. No, that's fine.
But also, what about cyclists on their phones? Shouldn't they be prosecuted?
We're not going to do whataboutery. You're not going to start attacking cyclists on this. I cycle around London with a vulnerable toddler on the back.
On your phone?
It is terrifying. Of course I don't. Do you think I would take my phone out and look at my phone? It is insane when cyclists do that, and I often say to them, for goodness sake, I just say, for goodness sake. But when I'm alongside a lorry or a big van, and I see someone looking at their phone or picking up their phone or checking their notifications, it is terrifying. You have no idea. None of you cycle. You don't know how vulnerable you feel when a car is moving kind of that way. In fact,
you're very brave taking your toddler on a cycle, to be honest with you.
What I mean is you're in charge of a death-creating machine. And actually, what the AA is saying... Sorry, and then I'll shut up. What the AA is saying is... You had your go on the trans issue. The AA is saying, do you know what? Make the glove box your phone box. Good. Put the phone away.